Assalamu alaikum and a very good morning to all my lovely students. I hope you all are fine and doing all the work of school at your home. As our exam will come soon, I hope that you all are completing your CW and doing all the work. Whoever not started yet can start to complete CW. Start writing in your grammar get textbook. Now students, will come to our topic that we continue today with chapter 8 voice. In previous two videos we have seen that what is voice. There are two types of voice, active and passive voice. After we have learned that active voice means active sentence, the subject does the action, while in passive voice, in passive sentence, the action is done to the subject. After we have seen simple present tense, simple past tense. In simple present, we have seen simple present, present continuous and present perfect tense. How to turn these tenses into passive sentence. These tense active sentences into passive sentence. After we have seen simple past tense, past continuous and past perfect. How to turn the active sentences of these tenses into passive sentence. Now today we will see the future tense. So students, first of all, open your textbook and look at page number 77. Now in future tense we will say simple future. Now as we know that in simple future will or shall will come. So now how to turn these active simple future into passive simple future. Now look at here. The teacher will never punish you for coming late. Now what's the subject in this sentence? The teacher is a subject. Will never punish. Will punish. This is a verb. You is an object. For coming late is an extra sentence. So here, for coming late is not an object. So students, don't be confused here. You is a object. For coming late is an extra sentence. So by turning you, object will turn into subject in passive sentence. So you is a subject. After, will never punished. That we know. But here will be. Yes. But here never, always. This word will come. So we have to put it after will. As it is. Will never be. Earlier we have learned that with will, shall, we have to put will be, shall be, must be, can be, might be, may be, etc. But here never word is already given in your active voice. So you have to write after never be. Punished is a past participle form of punish. Subject will be object in passive, so by the teacher. And after the extra sentence, extra words we have to add in the sentence. So our passive sentence is, you will never be punished by the teacher for coming late. Now students, look at here another one. I shall give her this pen. I is a subject. Shall give is a verb. Her, this pen. Her is a object. Even here this pen is also another object. Yes students, we'll take her as a subject here. So here her, what will come? She. Now with I and we are using shall, yes, but with she, he and it we are using will. So here we write will, after will be. What's the past participle form of give? Given. Give, gave, given. So here we write given. She will be given this pen by me. I will turn into me. Full stop. Now look at here. Another, we'll see here verbs with two objects. Now in these all sentences we'll learn that if there are two objects, so what we have to do? How we'll write the passive sentence. So students, remember that we can use both objects as a subject, but that time we have to make two different sentences. Verbs which take two objects after them in the active voice can be changed to the passive in these sentences. In active, look at she gave me a card. Now she is a subject, give is a verb, me is also object, a card is also object. Now students, first of all look at here, this sentence is in which tense? The sentence is given in a simple past tense, give. So you can understand that this sentence is given in a simple past tense. So first of all, as a me, if you take me as a subject, so me turn into I. Now with the I, was or were, what will come? I was. I was, gave past participle form is given. I was given a card by her. She will turn into her. Now, if we take a card as an object, so your subject is a card, right? A card. Now, a card is a one. That's why here also was will come. Was given. A card was given to me by her. So I hope students you get it. If there are two objects, so if you make this sentence by using me object as a subject, then also your sentence is correct. But if you use a card as an object, so it turned into subject in passive sentence, so your sentence is also correct. So both sentences are correct. Now look at another sentence. She teaches us English. The sentence is in a which tense? Teaches. The sentence is in a simple present tense. Here she is a subject, teaches is a verb, us is the object, English is another object, object 1, object 2. Now you can make sentence by using any object as a subject. Here suppose you will take English. So English is a subject. Now this sentence is simple present. So simple present we will have to use is or are. English here with English is. What's the past participle form of teach? Taught. English is taught to us by she. So she will turn into by her. Now as we are taking us as a subject, so us will turn into we first. Now with we will use is or are. So here are will come. We are taught English by her. So I hope students that when there are giving two objects, so how to write the passive sentence. Now we'll see another topic, that is interrogative sentence. Now interrogative sentences means question sentence. As we know that our sentence will start with WH question. So that time how to turn into passive. Who will help her? So here who is your subject, will help is your verb, and her is your object. Now remember that it's a question sentence. That's why first question will come, right? And what we have learned before, that the tense will not change. The same way, the question sentence will remain question sentence into passive voice too. By turning into passive words, it will not change into simple sentence. It will be remain in a question sentence only. So here who will turn into by whom. Here this you have to remember, that if your sentence will start with the who, so in passive sentence you have to write by whom. After definitely verb will come. So here your verb is will and helped. Will, then this her turn into she. Now look at between will be, there is a subject. Her, here subject she. So here your subject O object turn into subject she. Be helped. By whom will she be helped? Why did she scold us? Here see, look at here that she is a subject. Why did is showing that the sentence is into simple past tense. Scold us. Us is an object. Did scold is show that your sentence is in a simple past tense, and she is your subject here. Now here your sentence will start with a why only. Why? Now you have to take object as a subject, so you have to take we. Us will turn into we. So with the we, which verb will come? Were. We were, right? So here, why were we? Now we have changed this simple past tense. So scold past participle form is scolded, and she turned into her, subject into object, by her. Why were we scolded by her? Now another sentence which is start with the how. How did he pass the exam? So here he is a subject. How did pass is showing your tense, that the sentence is in a simple past tense. He is a subject, pass is a verb, the exam is an object. Now your sentence start with the how, so here also first you have to put a how. Then your subject object will turn into subject, the exam. So with the exam you have to put was. How was the exam passed by him? Past is a past participle form of pass. So students, remember here one thing, that by turning into passive sentence, the interrogative sentences remain in interrogative position in a question sentence only. But only you have to remember that when the word who and which will come, that time you have to remember that this by will come before only. After, look at here. Here we have written after, by him. But there you have to put before only. By whom? By which? So in the and you will not add by again. 2 times by will not come in a sentence. Now let's see another, that omission of the by phrase. Means if you will not write this by, then also your sentence is correct. So sometimes if you omit it, if you remove it, if you not write, then also your sentence is correct. Somebody has stolen my purse. Here somebody as a subject, has stolen is a verb, my purse is an object. So your sentence start with the object which is turned into subject in passive voice. My purse has stolen is showing that your sentence is in a which tense? Present perfect tense. So while turning also you have to put remain in a simple in a present perfect. So the my purse has been stolen. It's okay. If you put here full stop, then also it's fine. My purse has been stolen. And if you want to write by somebody, then also correct. But if you want to omit by somebody, you don't want to write this, then also it's correct. My purse has been stolen. So okay students, here if you will not write by somebody, then also your sentence correct. And if you want to write by somebody, then also it's correct. They were repairing the bridge. They is a subject, were repairing is a verb, the bridge is an object. Now here were repairing is showing that your sentence is in a past continuous form. So in past continuous form, we have to remember that by turning into passive sentence, was, were plus being plus past participle form of that word will come. Repair, repaired. Being repaired. Now here the bridge. So was will come. Was being repaired by them. They will turn into them. But if you want to omit it by them, you want to put a full stop here, repaired, then also it's correct. The bridge was being repaired. So I hope students that you understood these different tenses, how to turn into passive voice. We have learned in previous video also present tense, past tense. Then another things we have seen that interrogative sentences, which kind of changes we have to do in these sentences. And in omission of the sentence, if you don't want to write by somebody, by them, by anybody, by you, by her, etc., then also it's correct. Means you can understand that some work is happened by someone. So students, if you have any doubts related to this, you can write in the comment box. So in the next video also, I can solve it. Now, in the next video, we'll do the exercise of this chapter. Thank you all and have a wonderful day.